Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, I will explain how we can use the method WhenAll when we are working with asynchronous programming. If you haven't seen my previous tutorials, please go watch them. In those tutorials, I will introduce asynchronous programming and I will also introduce how we can have return types in asynchronous programming. So in this class, we are creating two tasks, number task and number 100 task. And we're telling it to return a boolean. And we're getting the boolean here. But what we can do instead is that we can we can do it up here even. We can create a list of task and we can call it all task is equal to new list of task. And here we can add all the tasks that we want to add in this list. So we want to add number task and number 100 task. So these two task, we will add it to a list that contain tasks. And when we have this list of tasks, we can delete this. We can say we can say task.WhenAll and we add the list of tasks. And then we tell it to await here. So what will happen is that we will create these two tasks here, add them to a list of tasks, and then we will, when we create the task here, we will run these methods. So this method will be running while we are adding it to the list and while we are doing other work. So these two tasks will be running parallel. And when we come here, we are saying await for all the tasks to be finished. And when all the task has been finished, go to the next row. So I have a breakpoint here and let's check if this works. See, we're doing other work. We're running that method parallel. And now we came down here when both of these methods finished. So when they came to 109 and 9. That is when we know that both of these methods are done. But let's redo it and add a logger here. Finished to see that this will be the last log written. So now it's running the work is running parallel the methods. And if we go back to the console, we can see that the finish is written when all of these method has been finished also. So that is when you can use the method when all. It's really useful. But we have a dilemma here. How do I get the return type of these two methods? One way to get the return type is to take this task and write dot result. Here we can see the result is true. If we take the next task, we can see that the result is false, which display what we are returning here. So the first method we are returning true, and the second method we are returning false. What we can also do is when we create this task here, we can say that this task contains a bool. And we do it here as well. So now we have a list of tasks and each task returns a boolean. So when we are here at the await for when all, we can say list of booleans. I think that's what we're returning. I could be mistaken. Oh, it's a bool array. Oh, that's shitty. But all right, is returning a bool of array. So here we have all the return type of these methods. So what we can do is that we can say console write line booleans, and we take the first index, and then we can take the second index. So the first index will be the return type of the first method. The second index will be the return type of the second task added in this order. So you can see the order here. So this will be true and this will be false. Let's make sure that it works. Yeah, I had this is a bug for some reason. I have to do like this and then press F5. Now it's running the work. So if we go back here, we can see it finished. We get the first return type of index 0 as true, and the second return type here as false, which is representing the return type of these two methods, as we can see here. So that is how we can use WhenAll when we are working with tasks. In the next tutorial, I will show you another function called WhenAny. So when one task gets finished. So please watch the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.